What's going on, everybody? Top 10 Pokemon back. Today, folks, you guessed it, I got a top 10 video for you. As today, we will be reviewing the top 10 most expensive rainbow rare cards from the Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield era. Now, this list will be English set cards according to the market price noted on tcgplayer.com. Now, as I've done in my past videos, we're going to go over the market value for each of these cards raw, and then go over a few graded sales as well. And then stick around till the very end because we're going to talk about the general appeal of these cards and what I think of them as a whole. And then you can let me know what you think of them in the comments below. Folks, you know the spiel. Like the video, please be a subscriber, and please support the channel by using my eBay affiliate link, which will be in the description below. It helps me out tremendously, so big thank you to those of you who have done that. I really appreciate it. So as far as I know, these rainbow rare cards have come to an end. They are not proceeding with them in the Scarlet and Violet era, so I thought it would be a good time to cover the top 10 most expensive ones from the past. Let's get started with this video. In the number 10 most expensive / most valuable rainbow rare card is the Gengar and Mimikyu GX from Team Up Set. This card has a market price of $80.60, and the last PSA 10 example that sold in auction was for $252. Now, I feel like this rainbow rare card was overshadowed by the alternate art Gengar Mimikyu GX from the set, which goes for a whole lot more and is just a whole lot more valuable in general, but still, it's two awesome Pokemon, Gengar and Mimikyu. Everybody loves them. This is the number 10 most expensive. Coming in at number 9 is another tag team of two very popular Pokemon. It is the Eevee and Snorlax GX, also from Team Up Set. This card currently has a market price of $100.82, and the last PSA 10 example that sold was for $280. To be honest, everybody, I thought this card would have been higher up on the list, considering Eevee and Snorlax are two top tier popular Pokemon, but it still managed to crack the top 10 list at the number 9 spot. Coming in number 8 from Cosmic Eclipse, we have the Charizard and Braixen GX Rainbow Rare, a card I've always thought was very underrated. This card has a current market price of $101.01. and a PSA 10 example, and it's probably going to be the cheapest PSA 10 card on our list, sells for $217.50. And a BGS 10 Pristine example sells for about $243. And like I just said, I've always thought this was an underrated card in terms of value. I mean, it's probably the most expensive card from Cosmic Eclipse, and the booster box goes for a whole lot more than this. So I don't know what y'all think about this card, but it's the number 8 most expensive rainbow rare. Coming in at number 7 is another GX card. This one is not a tag team card. It is a standalone Rayquaza GX from Celestial Storm that has a current market price of $117.33, and the last PSA 10 copy that sold was for $363. Now, I don't believe this is actually the chase card from Celestial Storm, although it's pretty high up there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe the Lycia Full Art Trainer is probably the most expensive card in the set, but as far as rainbow rares go, this is the number 7 most expensive overall. Coming in at number 6 is the very popular Pikachu VMAX from Vivid Voltage. This card has a current market value of $130.48, and the last PSA 10 copy sold for about $271. But unlike a lot of the cards on this list, we did see a black label sale of this card. A BGS 10 black label has sold for around $3,500. This card came out right smack dab during the boom of 2020, in I think it was maybe October, November, and it came out swinging. The PSA 10 example sold for well over $1,000. It of course has since come down. But yeah, this Pikachu VMAX is the number 6 most expensive rainbow rare ever. The number 5 most expensive rainbow rare is another Charizard tag team card, but this time he's tagging up with Reshiram from Unbroken Bonds. This card has a market price of $137.93. The last PSA 10 copy has sold for about $355, and a BGS 10 copy has sold for about $377. So the BGS 10 and the PSA 10 price are fairly close in terms of having the same value. This right here is the number 5 most expensive rainbow rare card. Coming in number 4, we have a card from Unified Minds. It is the Mewtwo and Mew GX card that has a market price of $155.79, and the last PSA 10 example that sold was for about $280. It's nice to see something other than Charizard crack the top 5 list. Mew, Mewtwo, gotta love them both. Unified Minds, rather underrated set. This is the number 4 most expensive on the list. Getting down to the final 3, our third most expensive Rainbow Rare card is the Lugia GX from Lost Thunder. This one right here is easily the most expensive card from Lost Thunder. It has a market price of $163.74, and the last PSA 10 copy sold for about $715, which is about where this card has been sitting at for the past several months. This one right here is the number 3 on the list. Coming in second place, we have a very popular Rainbow Rare card in Charizard VMAX from Champion's Path. Just like the Pikachu VMAX, this card came out right during the boom of 2020. As of right now, this card is a market price of $193.24. And the PSA 10 copy of this card will sell for about $320. And the most recent Black Label example has actually sold today for about $2,950. Now, what is insane about this particular card is it is one of the most graded cards of all time. There are thousands upon thousands of PSA 10 copies of this card. There are also many BGS 10 Black Label copies, so this is just one of those cards. It seems like no matter how many hit the market, no matter how many are graded, it's always going to fetch a massive premium. Before we get to the number 1 most valuable Rainbow Rare card, let's go over just a couple of honorable mentions. Here we have a Pikachu and Zekrom GX from Team Up Set that has a market value of about $69.09. And let's not forget the Charizard V-Star from Brilliant Stars that has a current market price of $78.37. Which leads me to the number 1 most expensive Rainbow Rare card by far. It's the Charizard GX from Burning Shadows. Perhaps the best card, not perhaps, most assuredly, the most valuable card from Burning Shadows, has a market price of $394.73. And the last PSA 10 copy has sold for an even $3,000. And folks, I would be super interested to see what this card would sell for right now as a BGS 10 Black Label. That concludes the top 10 list, folks. Let me know what you think. To be honest with you, I am glad that they are done with the Rainbow Rare cards. They just weren't my cup of tea. In my opinion, it was hard to tell what was on them. If you had them from a distance, you could hardly tell what Pokemon it was. It was just, I don't know, not my favorite chase card. Are you going to be sad to see them go? Let me know. Thanks again for watching, folks. I really appreciate it. I will catch you all in my next one.